In recent months, Jamaica has witnessed a growing conversation around the accountability of public officials and the mechanisms designed to combat corruption. Now, at the center of this discourse is Prime Minister Andrew Holness, who is currently under investigation by the Integrity Commission for issues surrounding the Corruption Prevention Act. With his statutory declarations yet to be certified and his legal challenge to a key provision of the Act, this matter has raised serious questions about the balance between legal rights and the fight against corruption in our country. Make we talk. The recent developments involving Prime Minister Andrew Holness and the Integrity Commission have raised serious questions about governance, transparency, and the rule of law in Jamaica. Now, at the heart of the matter is the ongoing investigations under the Corruption Prevention Act, notably the uncertified statutory declarations of the Prime Minister. While no findings of guilt have been made, this issue has sparked both legal and political discussions that cannot be ignored. And from a legal standpoint, the Prime Minister's move to challenge Section 14, Part 5 of the Corruption Prevention Act is significant. Now, this section places a burden on public officials to explain any wealth that appears disproportionate to their known sources of income. Essentially, it shifts the burden of proof, requiring officials to prove their innocence rather than the state proving their guilt, a challenge to the long-held legal principle of innocent until proven guilty. Holness' request to have this section struck down is understandable, and it seeks to safeguard the fundamental rights of individuals to due process and fairness under the law. However, the clause on illicit enrichment is a critical tool in the fight against corruption. It ensures that public officials are held accountable for their wealth, particularly when there are suspicions of misconduct. Striking down this provision could create a loophole, making it more difficult to address unexplained wealth in public life. Now, while protecting legal rights is crucial, it's equally important to ensure that our legal framework for fighting corruption remains strong and effective. Beyond the legal context, there are political implications that cannot be overlooked. Now, the Prime Minister's decision to challenge the Corruption Prevention Act, particularly in the midst of an ongoing investigation, could be viewed with suspicion by the public. At a time when trust in leadership is vital, any move that appears to weaken anti-corruption safeguards may be seen as a step backwards. Even if the challenge is rooted in a legitimate legal argument, the optics of altering the law while under investigation could give the impression that the leadership is prioritizing personal interest over public accountability. This issue also highlights the broader conversation of governance in Jamaica. As we consider potential amendments to the Corruption Prevention Act, it is essential that any change strike a careful balance between protecting individual rights and maintaining robust anti-corruption measures. We must ensure that laws designed to safeguard integrity in public office are not watered down, but rather strengthened to foster greater transparency and accountability. Now, in conclusion, Prime Minister Andrew Holness's legal challenge raises important questions about fairness and due process, but it also brings the delicate nature of public trust. While it is necessary to review outdated laws, any amendments to the Corruption Prevention Act must enhance, not undermine, Jamaica's fight against corruption. Our leaders must prioritize transparency and accountability, ensuring that they continue to serve the people with the highest standard of integrity. This is Asa G. Thanks for watching.